Hello, everybody. This is Kayla with Radio K at South by Southwest. I'm sitting here with the band members of Ebi Soda. Hello, you guys. How are you feeling?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Do you all mind introducing yourself and what you play in the band?
Well, yeah, my name's Will. I play trombone in Ebi Soda. I also produce and mix the tunes as well. Yeah, that's me.
I'm Louis. I play the keys.
I'm Sam and I play the drums, and I've also lost my voice.
And then for your other band members that aren't here, do you mind introducing them?
So we've got Connor who plays guitar, and then we've got Harry who plays bass as well. Yeah. And Dan. Oh, we have Dan, our trumpet player, who is the other two are asleep at the hotel, but Dan unfortunately. We couldn't get the money to bring him out, unfortunately.
He's a new member.
But he's a new member, but he's killing. He's a trumpet player, but yeah.
All right. This band is from Brighton, UK. Is this your guys' first time at South by?
This is my second time. I've been here with another band, which was in 2019. So it's lovely to be back and with like a jazz band that I front and I'm a big part of. So I'm loving every second of this.
This is the rest of ours first time in Texas. Yeah. And South by Southwest. We love it. It's really nice. It's very different to where we're from.
Have you guys been to the States very much?
I think besides Austin, which was in 2019, I think before I went to New York once as a kid, but I really can't remember it much. That's it. That's been my own experience. Is it your guys' first time?
Oh yeah, no, it's my first time. Yeah, it's my first time. Yeah, it's very. Everyone here is an extrovert. Like everybody here just loves to chat, and English people are very reserved. So we often come across quite rude, and we don't mean to be, but we just don't know how to say hi, basically. But it's nice. It's rubbing off on us, isn't it? Everybody's chatting more. We're being really positive. It's actually quite welcoming.
It's like a culture shock in a way. Yeah. So I'm gonna start off. So in Austin, they have a slogan called "Keep Austin Weird." What is the weirdest thing you've seen at your time here at South by?
Ooh. The what? Wait, hold on. I'll let you speak on this. This is crazy.
There was just some bloke walking around Sixth Street in cowboy hats, cowboy boots, with a cockerel on a lead. That was pretty weird.
Do you guys have anything? You see anything weird? Or anytime you've been in the U.S. Or in, I guess, Austin, actually.
Oh yeah, I will say the Uber drivers here amazing. They're such characters. They earn their tips. It's crazy. We come away we have to tip that guy. He was so funny. They're definitely the Uber drivers in Austin.
Yeah, the conversations you can have with an Uber driver, and it's just for fun. Yeah. Or was it conversation, or was it something?
Just all conversations. I'm trying to think. We have one guy. Oh, it's the guy from Jordan. There was a guy from Kashmir as well. Who we've got Connor is very politically minded, so them two got very into the politics on that one. Who else? Connor had a full conversation with one in Spanish yesterday. I'm trying to think of others though.
Weird one yesterday, and we had a guy yesterday, and he was convincing us to go to the shooting range. So I think we're going to go tomorrow. And we went to the rodeo as well on, Tuesday night, and that's where I lost my voice because I was screaming so much.
I mean, if you're in Texas, you've got to go to a rodeo. Unfortunately, we don't have time, but I'm glad you guys went. So how did you guys all meet each other?
Ooh, we're 4 out of 6 of us are all from a town in Essex. Essex is it's a county. It's to the east of London, in the UK, and 4 of us met there, kind of all around the college, or the tail end of high school, for you guys. But and then we met Sam down in Brighton, and then just from jamming in university flats. We just came to form Ebi Soda. Yeah.
Nice. I noticed from your guys' album covers, correct me on the name, but the artist is Ezi Guminik? Guminik? Um, what drew you guys to their art style and to have them design the cover art for your like albums and your singles?
Um, I mean, for me, I mean, do you want to speak on this?
What was the question again?
Just what drew us to Ez's?
Oh, okay. Well, Ez was just like a very good friend, and when we were living in Brighton, and we've all loved his style of artwork, um, and then we just recorded an EP one day in our bedroom. Wanted to post it on SoundCloud, so we needed some art, and he was like always hanging around the flat, so just asked him for some artwork, and then we realised it was like the music and the art just works really well together. So we've stuck with him ever since.
Can I add something actually? For me, I'll add that like all of these guys lived in Brighton, but at the time I was living in a different city. So I was just one weekend I came down when we recorded, and like honestly, Ez's art set the mood for the whole weekend because there were just all these. Yeah, all of the rooms were just covered in these little monsters, these little like just drawn on the walls and stuff. Like it was sick. It made the whole thing, to be honest.
Yeah, when I came across your guys' music and saw the album or like the covers, I was just like, this just really screams your music. I feel like they fit so perfectly together. Like in some weird way, I feel like it kind of defines like what your music looks like. Like if you had to visualize it, I feel like that kind of what it would look like.
Yeah, we feel the same.
It's definitely. There's definitely no end to how much it's helped us. Like I think that's the first thing you see is the album cover, innit? And so a lot of people judged our album on this cover, and like thank God for that.
Awesome. So I want to talk about your guys' songwriting process and like the instrumentation about all of it. What goes into the songwriting process for you guys? Do you guys bring in one idea each of you, or do you all have like just a conglomerate all of your ideas together? Like, how does it work?
The process is literally hit record and just see what happens. It's literally whatever the first thought is. We'll literally just play like whatever. I mean, like normally you start something, on key, start something, and then we all just play to that. In like one session, I don't know, we might like jam like, I don't know, I'd say about 15 ideas, but then it's like anywhere between about 5 and 10 of those end up becoming a tune, to be honest, that will go on an album or we'll sample them. But yeah. I guess that's kind of it, yeah. It's like, but yeah, really we don't write a huge amount. Some people might have thought of stuff and then we'll try it just as things are happening, but yeah, there's not really a writing process. We just kind of record.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It feels very like freestyle, just, yeah. All right, and also can you guys tell me about the jazz scene in the UK or like Brighton specifically?
It started off in London, really, the jazz scene, and it sort of migrated south first. But we don't really live in Brighton anymore. Like none of us are from Brighton anymore. It's just in those first couple of years we were. I think half of us live in London now, and the other, me and Sam, both live in small towns in the countryside. So it's difficult because the jazz scene in the UK is so based in electronic music, as opposed to where the modern jazz scene in America was based on like J Dilla beats and like rap music, and I think it is really linked to grime culture and all that stuff. So it is, and it's just getting further and further away from that traditional sense of jazz. And like you have the modern jazz, which is, I guess, can be quite traditional in some aspects, but then you've got like Joe Armand Jones, who sort of does a lot of dubby stuff, and it is all that one drop. But yeah, no, it's just pulling out genres, basically, isn't it? But
I think I'll add as well, we've been brought out here by Jazz Refreshed, who are like tastemakers, promoters, who I would say are pretty like integral to the face of UK jazz, and I think they're pretty responsible for the sound and the face of UK jazz now. So we were all going to their events just as fans, like even like 7 years ago, and so yeah, I think it's one of those, like, I think in our case we sort of got into our sound of UK jazz just by like, oh, we're all into these things, like we like jazz, we also like our own way of doing electronic music, and I think lots of UK jazz bands have all done that in their own way, but then they've all happened to all come together at Jazz Refreshed and like play at the venue, and yeah, we're really grateful that Jazz Refreshed asked us to come out. It's like, to say we've been fans, it's just crazy to us, so yeah.
Yeah, Jazz Refresh was the one who hosted you guys at your venue last night, right?
Yeah, it was Jazz Refresh's showcase last night. Yeah, they financially supported us as well as the PRS Foundation in the UK. Yeah, it was their showcase. It was a great night. 6 bands. Yeah, they were all amazing.
Yeah, I liked what the host said last night about like jazz players in the UK. Like there's a bunch of different like jazz groups in the UK and they all bring something different, and just wanted to bring all of those together. Yeah, I thought it was really great. I have one last question for you all. We ask this to a lot of our bands that we interview at Radio K. Each of you guys can answer this. What are 3 things that you each have been inspired by lately?
Ooh, inspired by... I might need a minute to think about this. Does anyone else want to go first?
I'm definitely inspired by the rodeo. That's the main thing. Yeah, probably the shooting range tomorrow is going to be great. Yeah, I think I'm just a red-blooded American. Like,
I got pretty inspired by Angry Birds. I played Angry Birds on our flight out here for the first time in like 10 years, and I was like, this game is insane. Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty inspirational. It was just like the gravity, just like I don't know how to put it. The physics of it, just so satisfying.
Like when you shoot the bird off and it hits the blocks and it just kind of like a bunch of things happen. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, just when it's like I was like playing it to like try and be clever, and then like I went back through it and I was like, oh, now what if I just like try and break as much stuff as possible, and you get a higher score? Then I was just like, whoa, I don't know why I didn't expect that. Yeah, it's so simple. Just sat like on this tablet on the airplane, just like whoa. Yeah, 4 hours roughly. I played a bit of chess, watched a bit of anime. Watching Monogatari series in a minute. The design is insane. Any other anime fans out there? That's inspired me a lot lately. But yeah.
Do you have anything?
Yeah. I'm inspired by my son every day. You have to put that in there because it's true. And I think just like you get inspiration from everything. Like some guy spilled my drink over me on the plane, so it's like inspiring. You'll be sitting on stage and you're like thinking about that. Like I find it hard to let things go, so it's like I might as well use it in music. Like I'm pissed off about that. Okay, I'll play this chord. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just like I've got anger issues, but
it just goes into the keys.
I love that someone spills a drink on you and you just tell them, you inspire me so much. Thank you for spilling that on me. Well, thank you guys so much for meeting with us. This is Kayla with Radio K, sitting with Ebi Soda at South by Southwest.